So students, today we are playing the grammar detective. We have 4 sentences that look almost identical, but some are lying to us. They have got bad syntax or the shaky grammar, and frankly they are insulting our intelligence. And our mission, find the imposter. Okay, now we need to identify the incorrect sentences based on the syntax and the grammar. So let's look at the question. On the basis of the syntax and grammar, identify the incorrect sentences. Okay, incorrect ones. First, doctors have found high levels of cerebrospinal fluid in the certain cases of the cerebral uh, palsy around the world, and they also suggested its abnormal impact on speech and the muscle movement. Okay. Now the statement number 2, doctors have found high levels of cerebrospinal fluid in certain cases of the cerebral palsy uh, around the world, which suggests the abnormal impact on the speech and the muscle movement. Third statement, having found high levels of cerebrospinal fluid in the certain cases of the cerebrals around the world, doctors are suggesting abnormal impact on the speech and the muscle movement. Okay. And the statement number 4 says, having found high levels of cerebrospinal fluid in the certain cases of the cerebrospinal around the world, doctors suggested its normal impact on the speech and the muscle movement. Okay, and there are 4 options. Option 1, statement number 1. Option B is statement number 2. Option C is statement number 3. And option 4 is statement number 4. Okay. So, first the thing is, before we find the loser, let's look at a concept. Look at sentence number 2, statement number 2. It uses the word which. Now in formal English, which is a what? Which is a relative pronoun. Relative pronoun. Okay. It likes to have the noun right before it. For example, I bought a car which is red. Now the car is red. Now the trap is in the sentence 2, the word before which is world. Is the world suggesting the abnormal impact? No. The finding of the fluid is suggesting it, right? So this is called the remote antecedent. Remote antecedent. Okay, or a vague pronoun reference. Okay, now while we say this in a casual talk, in a strict grammar in examination, which trying to refer to an entire previous clause is a big no. Okay, now let's look at statement number 3 and statement number 4. They start with having found. Now this is a what? This is a perfect participle. Okay, it means action A, like finding the fluid, happened before action B, that is suggesting the impact. Now in sentence 3, having found, doctors are suggesting. Perfectly fine. Past action leads to a present suggestion, right? Now in statement number 4, having found, doctors suggested. It's also fine. Past action leads to a past suggestion. Now sentence 1 is also safe. It's just 2 simple, boring but grammatically correct sentences. Now, why B is our villain? The incorrect statement is statement number 2. But we have to know why. The which glitch. Okay, as I mentioned, which usually refers to the noun immediately preceding it. Now this creates a logical nightmare where the earth is suddenly a medical expert giving us advice on the muscle movement, right? So even if we wanted which to prefer the whole situation, we usually need a comma before it. That is the non-restrictive clause. Without the comma, it's a total syntax problem. Okay. So statement 2 is the incorrect one. Okay. So statement 1 is correct. Reason is standard subject verb agreement. Statement 2 is wrong. Why? Because of the faulty pronoun reference, which, okay, and the syntax error. Now statement 3 is correct because correct use of the participle phrase, and statement 4 is also correct sequence past events. So for the correct sequence of past events. Okay. So if you are writing this in your notes, remember, grammar is not about the relationship. If you see a pronoun like which, then make sure it knows who its daddy is. In the sentence number 2, which is an orphan wandering around the world. Literally the word world. Okay. So the final answer for this question will be option number B. Okay. So this is the answer. So guys, see you in the next session. Bye bye.